There's a race across the frozen snow, and it's run from Anchorage into Nome. Across a land that was built by God, it's a race they call Iditarod. I've run that race myself 3 times. When I'd lose, start to crying, figure I'd never race again, until I found me a way to win. Iditarod, Iditarod, ooh, Iditarod. So I got me a mail-order PhD in biomedical genealogy. I needed dogs that were fast and mean. I started into splicing genes, got chromosomes from a thoroughbred mare, pit bull, cheetah, and a grizzly bear. Added some wolverine and gazelle, a little bit of roadrunner. What the hell? Iditarod, Iditarod, ooh, Iditarod. Well, I spliced them all to some husky genes. That was just enough to make me a teen. Crossed my fingers and I made a wish. Tossed each one in a petri dish. Well, 3 months later, them pups were born. They had spotted hair, hooves and horns. They were big and mean and awful strong, and each one thought I was his mom. Iditarod, Iditarod, ooh, Iditarod. Well, finally a race day came around, and I brought my team to Anchor Town. We went running off down the street with a growl and a whinny and a beep beep. Out of Wasilla, in a connect, running so fast it was making me sick. Through Yentna, Squintina mountains high, we were third in the Nikolai. Iditarod, Iditarod, ooh, Iditarod. Well, we rested for 24 in McGrath, out of Wölfe moving fast, underneath the sky so blue, out of Caltag number 2, against the wind across ice so thick, first place in the shack to lick. But while we were running along, I could tell there was something going wrong. Iditarod, Iditarod, ooh, Iditarod. So I set up my electron microscope, gave one of my dogs a needle poke, put some blood into that machine, but then I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The gazelle genes were starting to shake, the bear genes wanted to hibernate, thoroughbred genes still wanted to run, but each of them wolverine genes were done. Iditarod, Iditarod, ooh, Iditarod. They were flopping around like a bunch of bats, their insides fighting like dogs and cats. There were facial tics and burps and farts, double helix was falling apart. At safety, they gave a mighty roar, broke their lines and away they tore, out across the tundra gray, in each of 16 different ways. Iditarod, Iditarod, ooh, Iditarod. Now I pulled that sled all on my own. I was 63rd under the arch in Nome, and not one single dog was left. The team I thought would win that test, but I know that they're out there still. They'd be too difficult to kill. You need 14 tags and permits too, like getting permission to shoot a zoo. So if you ever run into my hybrid beasts, take a photograph at least. Give them my best as they run by. Let them know that their mom says hi. Iditarod, Iditarod, ooh, Iditarod, Iditarod, Iditarod.